Welcome to the world of success. I hope, my friend, you are fine and everything's going good in your life. Let's take our motivational dose, which I hope will make a strong change in your life. And the purpose why I started this journey is to be a reason for people's lives, even if it was one person whose life changed after he heard from me. Today, my dear, we will talk about how to be proactive, how to make a habit, and control the circumstances which will create distinction and destiny. Now, prepare a cup of coffee or the drink you like and focus with me, because in my opinion, this video is the most powerful video I can never explain in the channel. Let's enjoy. Now, let's start, my dear, and make the strongest habit that history has ever known, which is to be proactive. And it means to take the initiative to do the right thing before circumstances force you to do it. He says the origin in human nature is action, not reaction, which would help us choose a specific response that corresponds to certain circumstances we are going through. And taking the initiative doesn't mean being insistent, rude, or aggressive, but rather means being aware of the responsibility placed on you to reach your goal. It means that you realize the responsibility that you are fat and that this will bring you many diseases at a young age, such as pressure and diabetes, and take the initiative to achieve your goal, which is to live in a healthy body. The difference between people who take the initiative and those who don't move a finger is like the difference between day and night. To achieve effectiveness in your life and to develop habits that will make distinction and your destiny is to be proactive. But if you stand still and wait for the opinion of others, you will not reach anything and you will not enjoy the results of growth and opportunities available. You must, my dear, focus on the initiative questions, which are: what's my response? What will I do? How will I take the initiative? In light of this situation, I guarantee you, my dear, that doors and solutions will open for you in a crazy and unexpected way at all. And since our attitudes and behaviors stem from our intellectual perspectives, if we use our self-awareness to study them, for example, the language we use, which is a real indicator of the extent to which we see ourselves as initiative people, such as being an emotional person and saying, I'm like this and this is my nature. And at the same time, an initiative person who says, I can do something about this and I could choose a different way. The serious problem that combines the language of emotion is that it has become a prophecy of self-fulfillment. If people become subject to the mental perception that they are determined and fabricate evidence supporting their belief, they grow to feel that they are victim. Things are out of their control and they always blame the circumstances they are going through, other people, or even the stars. One of the biggest examples is that we see a husband says, I no longer love her, and we no longer have feelings. If we tell the husband to love her again, he will say that we no longer have any feelings, but the answer will be once again, love her. If the feelings doesn't exist, then this is a more reason to love her, because feelings are the fruit of love. So love her, sacrifice for her sake, listen to her, and appreciate her. The great writings confirm that love is an action, but emotional people turn it into feelings. Then those feelings lead them, and they tend to write scripts in Hollywood. Then this leads them to believe that they are not responsible and they are the result of their feelings. As for people who are proactive, they make love an act. And love is something you do, sacrifices you make, and giving up selfishness. Now that we understand how to be proactive, let's start creating the habit. The wisdom says, our character is basically composed of our habits, meaning, sow an idea, you reap an action. Sow an action, you reap a habit. Sow a habit, you reap a character. Sow a character, and you reap a destiny. And this wisdom continues endlessly. You may be wondering, what is this habit that will make a destiny and distinction in the end? Here, the one who will answer you is Stephen Covey. He tells you, habit is the meeting point of knowledge, skill, and desire, where knowledge is what you have to do and why you have to do it. Skill is how to do it, and the desire is the motivation to do the thing. For something to become a habit in your life, you must have all the previous three qualities. For example, I want to stop eating unhealthy food, and although I know very well the importance of healthy eating in order to achieve a fit body, but my knowledge that I need to stop doing this and my knowledge of how to stop are not enough. Because if I don't really want to stop eating unhealthy, it will not become a habit in my life. Creating habits requires working on the three dimensions together. As we have heard a lot, there are people who are persistent and they continued for about a month on a certain diet. But after this month, they return to the worst. They begin to eat unconsciously unhealthy food as if they were deprived. So it's natural for them to return to what they were a month ago, even worse. I think, my dear, now you know why. Because from the beginning they didn't try to make a habit, but rather gave themselves temporary sedatives. And as we said earlier, our goal here is a long-term change that continues indefinitely. So here all we have to do, my dear, is to gather the three dimensions together: knowledge, desire, and skill. And after a while, according to the theory of the farm that we talked about, we will create a habit which will create a miracle for us. Aristotle says, what we do repeatedly is what we are, and thus excellence is a habit rather than an action. In fact, if you people really think or really want from within, you may have personally heard many people say, I want change, I want to lose weight, I want to succeed, but they really don't want to. They just talk in the air. And since you, my dear friend, are here, I know very well that there is something inside you that wants change, wants to become something great in his life. And from this restraint, I want to give you good tidings. Since you, my friend, only have this idea of change, so you are on the right path. Since you are on the right track and really interested in making change, you should focus on the circumstances that you can control. While the circumstances around us, my friend, are two types. Circumstances that we cannot control, such as chronic illness or physical disability, and circumstances that we can control, such as self-development and education. If you want to make your chance in this life despite these circumstances, you must focus on these circumstances that you can control. And from these circumstances, you will make a difference in your life. For example, imagine that you are a person who wants to learn a specific language. Education is considered one of the circumstances that you can control. Of course, in the 21st century, you can open the mobile phone, enter YouTube, and learn the language to the stage of mastery, and also for free. After you learn the language and master it, you decided to benefit from it. You took the initiative and explain it in Instagram or YouTube. And from your mobile phone, you can now do everything. And let us assume that you are very tired in creating this content and you have a very large fan base. And your income has become more than you imagine. So, the question here is, will you personally be able to make a difference and distinction in your life only by controlling and working on the circumstances that you can control, despite the difficult circumstances that you are living through? And I'm confident, my friend, that you will reach it because you didn't sit silent and accept the circumstances in which you live and remain throughout your life blaming others. But you are interested and still interested in making this change, so you are on the right track. So just focus on the circumstances that you can control and change your life. Dear friend, if you also want your friend to know this information and change his mentality, then don't skimp on him and send him this video. As I always say, we were created with a purpose and a reason, so be a reason too. And if you see that you have benefited from me, don't hesitate to like and subscribe to the channel so that you can follow our new doses. And don't forget that on Instagram I post reel every day. Follow me there, I will put the link in the description. See you in a new and better potion.